How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another custom. In today's video, we're working on a commission build from a car show that I attended. So at this car show, I got 3 other commissions, and this is going to be the first one. Just a little bit of context. I went to the Driven Car Show with a really good friend of mine to do some photography and videography. While I was there, I had the chance to, learn from him. He's a really good photographer and videographer, and he's been helping me a lot with, improving some of my skills. And while we were there, I had the chance to shadow him and also meet some of the people that he knows and that he's done stuff with. While we were talking, I've asked them if I can do a custom on their car, and they said yes. So today's video, we are working on a Toyota MK4 Supra that's owned by Katie Boost. It's a really clean Supra, and if you're interested to see more of it, her Instagram is linked in the description down below. While you're there, don't forget to give her a follow and say who sent you. So, like I said, my buddy and I were there to take some photos and videos, so I've linked my photography account in the description down below, and I've also linked his. He's really good at what he does, and I wish I can spend some more time glazing him because he's really been helping me a lot. So please go give him a follow and tell him that I sent you. All right, without further ado, let's get into this custom. All right, so first things first, we're going to take some nail polish remover and we're going to use that to remove the blister from the card. I like doing this because it helps me to remove the blister without ripping the card, and I can reuse the blister, which we are going to talk about later on. After that, we're going to get into drilling the car and taking it apart. Okay, so let's get the car into the paint stripper, and we're gonna wait for it to strip the paint. So while we're waiting, let's go ahead and put the wheels onto the base. Now, as you see, I'm trying to match it as close as I can, and as I was looking, I ended up with these 2 different kinds here. So one is a full silver base, and the other one is like a black inner with a small silver outline. I was gonna go for that one, but I ended up going for the full silver base because it just looked nicer, and I just took a Sharpie and colored on the inside there. After that, I made some custom axles and put those wheels on. On God, 10 million, 1,000, 800 billion, trillion, 452.1 likes, and I drink this bottle jar. I just said it a randomly absurd number, hoping that everyone knows I'm being sarcastic. Also, on a side note, it's day 2 and I forgot my beer that I was drinking yesterday and it's fucking flat. Ah! All right, Luca, calm down. Let's get back to the car here. So, now that we've stripped paint, I was going to clean it up, and I noticed that this model of the Hot Wheel car does not actually have the correct spoiler as Katie's Supra. So what I ended up doing was I contacted a friend and I said, hey man, can you 3D print me this spoiler? And he said, absolutely. And talk about friends with benefits here, because he got that printed really quick. So after we've cleaned it up, now we're gonna get into sanding it, and we're gonna give it a polish and throw that spoiler on. Okay, so after we've got the spoiler onto the car, we went and painted it. Now, I didn't record that part because I got a airbrush for my birthday and I was just learning how to use it. And rather than me sitting there recording myself, I wanted to have less footage for me to edit and spend more time for me working on the custom. Now, when it comes to doing customs, the two things I'm really picky about is painting it, whether it's spray painting the whole car and doing the details. I find even doing the details is something that I absolutely love, and I also absolutely hate because I'm really picky at it. And I'm also still learning how to, paint on headlights. I've gotten used to using markers, and I've been looking for a really good brand of fine tip paint markers to help myself with. So I'm looking at getting AK Real Colors and the Posca fine pen markers, which I do actually have, and I'm just learning how to do it, but as you see, when I'm painting on or drawing on the front headlights there, it actually worked out, and they turned out really well, and especially the rear taillights, they turned out really well. If anybody can let me know in the comments down below on how they paint their headlights, I'd love to hear it, because I'm still learning how to do it with a paintbrush. And I find a really hard time to do it, even when I have a fine detail paintbrush. I think I just gotta learn it and keep at it. But yeah. So now that the car is done and put back together, let's work on the card. Now, I wanted to try doing something different for the card, and every other custom Hot Wheel card that I've seen kind of follows the same, whether it's a mainline card or a premium card. They've all have that same look, and there's nothing bad about it. There's nothing wrong about it at all. I wanted to try doing something different, and I've been seeing a lot of these really cool car posters online where I wanted to try doing it myself, because this is something I might do on my photography account. So I'm like, you know what, I'm going to do it for these customs. Now, the idea of these posters is you take a series of photos and you stack it in a specific way and you layer it, and you can use a series of blending options or masking certain areas and using the brush to kind of blend them together. And it creates this really unique style of everything kind of blended. And as you see, I'm using certain elements, like I'm zooming in on the tail light just to get the logo of the Supra Turbo there. I'm using the engine bay. I'm maybe using like the wheel, and I'm using a blending option on the wheel. So you kind of pick and choose certain parts of the car and blend them together. And it creates this really unique style of this poster that I really liked. I have been following along with another YouTuber that I've got the idea from. I'll link his channel in the description down below because he creates a lot of these cool posters. So if you are interested in seeing the final look of this poster, I will link my photography account down below, and that's Luca Behind the Lens Photography. Excuse me, I'm forgetting my own account. It's Luca Behind the Lens Media. So if you're interested to see the final look, head in the description down below, and don't forget to leave me a follow on my Instagram account. I am trying to grow more followers. Excuse me, I'm trying to grow more followers on my photography account, so it would really mean a lot if you can go check it out. Card is finished, and I'm ready to put everything together. Now, if you look closely before you attack me in the comments, I actually spelt culture wrong, and I had to fix it. So this definitely was not the final product, but just gonna talk about a couple things here because I was doing another voiceover as I was recording. but since I did the spelling mistake, I had to redo everything again. So for the card, I wanted to do something different as well, rather than just the poster. When it comes to creating a custom Hot Wheel card, I've seen a lot of people take the blister and they glue it back onto the card, but for me, I did not want that, and I actually never want to do that. When it comes to creating custom Hot Wheels, I put a lot of work and a lot of effort into these cars. Like I spend a really long time working on these cars, and I'm really trying to present a really good product to whoever buys them, whether it's a commission or someone just wants to purchase a custom car that I've already made. I really put a lot of effort into them. I would hate for them not to look at it. What do I mean by that? I want them to take the car out of the package. I want them to hold it in their hand and take a look at it. Heck, maybe I might make some custom cars. Actually, no, I really want to do this as well. I want to make some custom Hot Wheel cars that you can play with on a track, right? I won't use rubber wheels. I'll use regular plastic wheels that you can put it on a track. I think that's really cool. Now, again, I would hate for them not to be able to appreciate it, right? So what I want is something where I can attach it to the card and then be able to take it off. And with this card in particular, I noticed that with the photos and how I've been designing it, I don't want the card to block the poster. So on the card itself, as you see, there's a nice front shot of the car with the hood open. And when I put the car on, it kind of covers it. And I want that. I still want them to appreciate the poster when they take the card off. So the best way that I figured this out is by using this really cool 3D printed keychain holder, and I'm attaching it with magnets. Now I got my buddy again, shout out to Steve. He was able to 3D print me these, and what I did was I attached one magnet to the back of the keychain holder and I attached the other magnet to the back of the card, and it sticks on really well. This is a system that I'm gonna stick with for a little while, because I am actually going to redesign it so I can have something a little bit more so I don't always have to purchase magnets, what I'm trying to say. But I really like this idea, because if you want to take the car with you, you can. It's a keychain holder. You're able to attach it to your keys, and since it's got a magnet on the back, you can attach it to your fridge. So I think that's a really cool system. What I really want to do is try to improve on this more later on, because like I said, I don't want to constantly purchase magnets unless I can find a cheap place to buy them in bulk. But I think it's really cool. So I can have my client, my customer, whoever, whether it's a commission, whether it's someone just buying a car, they can take it out and appreciate it. Okay, so now that's all said and done. The car's finished. The card's finished. I think let's take a closer look at it.